prosper. I go just take you one. I wanna I'm not like somebody when they grow. If them see that you never want to make you slow. If you cannot stop me, my side. Plantain seller, I swear I don't be better. Everybody have a plantain seller. Even everybody that know me better. Mama them know me better. Oh, Baba them know me better. Mama, Baba them know me better. See I'm plantain seller. I swear I don't be better. Everybody have a plantain seller.
Your top, most provoking and stimulating talk show, 50-50, is coming on next. Good morning, and a pleasant welcome to a very interesting edition of the program, 50-50 on Sky 107.1. This edition is quite heart-aching, but we have to run it. Today is the 26th day of January 2022. My name is Matthias Larbeindee, and I'm here this morning with this topic. As a patriotic citizen of a country, not just Liberia, maybe there are viewers on our social media page from different countries. As a patriotic citizen of a country, to whom should you give your loyalty to? To whom should you give your loyalty most? Country, political party, or folks with deep pockets? So we want to bring it back home a little bit. We're asking also, did CDC Wen Sailey ask for the party? Did CDC Wen Sailey get the reward for his sacrifice for the party? Let's hear your thoughts on this topic. We're going to take our break. When we come back, we'll bring you the papers. We have two papers in the studio this morning, the Front Page Africa newspaper, the Inquirer newspaper, and we're going to do that and give you the opportunity to participate. At 11 o'clock, we'll open the lines to hear from you. My name is Matthias. I'll be right back.
Who's the black private dick that's a sex machine to all the chicks? You're damn right.
What's up, back homie LIV man?
T-Brash, that you? Hey, what are you when you man? I'm surprised because most of you keep quiet when you go to America.
Come on, man. I told you I'll make the difference, girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash, but heard that the banks are closed today in LIV.
You sleepy? That brought home to another level. You can see the script on my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the US directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Me. Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I got for my honey. She over there. Amos, get money to my phone fast. Send for rent about you.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash plus promotional materials.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage Head Office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Welcome back to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 26th day of January 2021. My name is Matthias Larbeindee, and I'm here with this topic. As a patriotic citizen of a country, to whom should you give your loyalty most? Country, political party, or folks with deep pockets? Did CDC Wen Sailey get the reward for his sacrifice for the party? Let's hear your thoughts. At the same time, we'll say, may his soul rest in peace. We have two papers in the studio this morning. We're going to delve into this topic. It may sound, somehow maybe ambiguous to you, those of you, the listeners. We're going to delve into it and bring out some comments already written on social media by some prominent, from some prominent seditians, and as well as other sympathizers. But let's begin with the Front Page Africa newspaper. It says, today's edition is volume 16, number 18, and it's sold for $40 Liberian. The paper stories here, topping on the front page here, say, no market being constructed in Bong. Front Page Africa investigation establishes that President Weah's assertion in his annual message is false. Continuing stealing, but don't punish journalists for pointing it out. Foreign journalism bodies speak out on journalist Betty Mbayo and husband's trial, calls for the unconditional dropping of charges and compensation to the victims. Boosting public works capacity. New consignment of equipment arrives in the country to speed up road construction. Still on the front page of the Front Page Africa newspaper, 13-year-old sexually abused by 47-year-old man calls for stronger actions against sexual violence reignited. And raped sodomized to death. You cannot allow it to hit your door before it becomes a matter of concern. A lady is crying and fainting on Cam Johnson Road because her 13-year-old daughter is dead. They only know you when they need your votes. How long will we stand under the sun and they keep passing in their cars with their window glasses wound up? Mrs. Niswa Bien Livingstone, rescued, abandoned, and children in hardship, reach. The World Bank second economic outlook for Liberia predicted extreme poverty in 2021, as Liberia remains the country with the second highest proportion of poor people in West Africa, the hidden side of the economy. While the outlook of 2022 is promising, extreme poverty, food insecurity, among others, marred the economy in 2021. Contrary to the picture of a successful economy President Weah painted in his fifth annual message, as the World Bank describes the rebound of economic activities as weak compared with growth in ECOWAS. All right, the back page of the front page Africa newspaper is saying, financial report before increasing county meat allotment, says former SWAL SG. Financial report before increasing county meat allotment. What is the editorial of the front page Africa saying this morning? Hooligans must be dealt with as hooligans, not disadvantaged youth. This editorial is repeated for the third edition of the front page Africa newspaper. Next is the Inquirer newspaper. Today's edition is volume 31, number 17, and it's sold for $40 Liberian dollars. Grab yourself a copy and get some interesting information here on this paper. The front page major headline here says, "Sex is a choice," and it's in a quotation and exclamatory mark. Sex is a choice. A woman cries for justice, and it's written by Bill W. Cooper. Thanks, Bill. Vehicles not for opposition's message. Chief Kawa warns. Vehicles not for opposition's message. Chief Kawa warns. By Alex Yoma. Story is written by Alex. ECOWAS former special rep to Liberia is dead. ECOWAS former special rep to Liberia is dead. The Economic Community of West African States special representative to Liberia in 2003, Francis Blaine, is dead. The Gambian diplomat Blaine Service at the time helped to negotiate the peace agreement that led to the election of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as Liberia's first female president. May your soul rest in peace as we are mourning a 31-year-old young man who died in Liberia. Overreach of legislative powers. CSNL describes Senate Committee's report. CNSL describes Senate Committee's report as overreach of legislative powers. Senate SG, Armstrong case reawakens at Kotsi, by Grace Q. Bryant. What is the editorial of the Inquirer newspaper saying this morning? Urging the police to act expeditiously. This editorial is also repeated this morning. We might have to read the editorial from the Inquirer newspaper this morning. This is 50-50 on Sky 107.1 at 11 o'clock. We open the lines to hear from you this morning. We asked the question, as a patriotic citizen of a country, so it's not just Liberia, of a country. You may be following us from different part of the world. Maybe you're following us from, anywhere in Africa. You are an African and you're following us anywhere from your country. The question we're asking you this morning, to whom should you give loyalty most? Is it your country, your political party, folks with deep pockets? Deep pockets, folks in your country are guys with money that whatever they ask you to do, you do it, simply because they have deep pockets. Loyalty is priceless, though, all right? But it also comes with opportunities. First of all, let me begin by saying, young brother, my brother, Wen Sailey, May your soul rest in peace. Wayne, by the way, Wayne is a former U.S. Marine. I think he was still in the Marine before his demise. Little is known, about him, by the way, because Wayne came to the limelight when he started supporting the CDC publicly, going on social media, having some, live broadcast on his Facebook page, dealing with the opposition. He said he supports the CDC and President George Weah, so his loyalty was to them, and to the two, I mean, the organization, CDC, and the President George Weah. So he would go at anyone who says anything negative about, President Weah. So he was very good at that. He was an intellectual. Wing was outspoken. His For a man from the army, he was too quick to transition to political interactions, and his analysis of political issues, whether you like him or not, or so, where at some point they made sense. And so I can remember one time doing a live feed on Broad Street talking about the filthy look of Broad Street. And as we have a young mayor, when he was on that live, he was under that live, he was basically saying, look, my man, you're young, you're smart, and you're intelligent, you seem really outspoken. And you gotta leave that thing that you're doing and go do something better. And he already amused me that day as well as I was doing the live. But fast forward, the show is not intended to denigrate, Wayne. There's nothing denigrating, by the way. It's a young man who fought, who stood for what he believed for, what he believed in. He believed in the CDC. He believed in President George Weah. He stood by them. He advocated. He spoke. He went to marketplaces. He held flyers of the CDC on his back. He had posters of the CDC sticking on him. He made himself like a billboard carrying the message of the CDC during the senatorial election in Montserrat County that brought to the defeat of Thomas Falla against Darius DeLong. Wen Sailey was in marketplaces with megaphones, having conversation with market women and telling them that Thomas Falla is the only way, is the man they should go for. Thomas Falla should be voted. And Wen Sailey could not listen to, the enormous criticisms that he was receiving daily, from people out there, that he was receiving from other people that, well, this guy left from the States and probably he's losing his mind. Some said he was losing his mind, but Wayne didn't appear to me as a man who was losing his mind. Wayne knew exactly what he was doing. He's somebody that I saw demonstrating commitment to a cause, demonstrating loyalty to an organization, to a group of people, to a person, President George Weah, regardless of what people were saying about him. Even at some point, Wen Sailey, by the way, Wayne was slapped by a lady called Queen Johnson. If some of you remember that story, because of the same CDC issue. Wayne, as a trained military personnel, did not react. He did not slap her back. And people went fighting that lady for Wen Sailey, regardless of the fact that he was fighting, attacking the opposition. Some folks from the opposition did not take it, lightly with that lady, and they said what they wanted to say. Wayne, according to the information, died of heart attack, heart failure. All right. Wen Sailey, according to the information, died of heart failure. Something is circulating on social media purported to be the writings of Wayne. Well, it seems true from all indication. It seems true when you go through it and some of the things that he said. Then this post, by the way, was done in June 2021. All right. He said, I love my wife, Caroline H.B. Sailey, and she's close to perfect. She's not perfect, but she's close to perfect. For a man, to go to that extent of describing his wife as someone that's close to perfect, it speaks volume to the kind of love that he had for his wife. No man can love my wife like I do. I hope she never gets married after me, just to save her, I think this is something he meant to just save her from the sudden heartbreak that probably he already knew that the condition he was in heart failure. It was something that he could barely survive. So he went on. I felt it. All right. This by the way is something that somebody wrote, and he said further, heart attack. All right, heart attack was no color. Sorry, heart attack has no color or nationality or political party. It can happen to anyone at any time. That's why key opposition figures like Henry P. Costa, DJ Blue, LRB Emmerich Benson, Nicole Jr., um, Gonyanu Naya Bokwe, Ben Sanvi, and many others reached out to send me their best wishes. This was not done in by the way, this was in January, the latest. Their best wishes and prayers, one way or the other. Even Queen Johnson, who slapped me, sent me her prayers. I guess it takes lots of maturity to pray for your political opponents. He went further. To seditions, my friends and families, it has been an honor to be one of your own. You guys have been my bridge over troubled waters. I'm humble. Thanks to the president, George Weah, Mayor Jefferson Koji, Honorable Nathaniel F. McGill, among others, for reaching out to me individually, extending their prayers and best wishes. I feel special. For those of you who think that I deserve to die young because I support President Weah, guess what? You too will die. It's just a matter of time. At least for me, I have an expected end. I am a proud seditian and I owe no apology, and I will establish a CDC chapter in heaven when I get there. This one melted my heart when I read it last night, and it pulled tears from my eyes. I am out of the ICU and currently preparing for surgery. The hospital just gave me a paper to write my will. No matter how this may go, I want to thank God for the gift of life for a little while. 31 years. I love my wife, Caroline H.B. Sailey, and she's close to perfect. No man can love my wife like I do. I hope she never gets married after me. Keep praying for me. But if it's God's will, then goodbye. Word. I had a short but successful and fulfilling life. I lived my dream. I became a United States Marine. He fought for the United States. This is a message from Wen Sailey. Let me get back to the topic. As a patriotic citizen of a country, to whom should you give loyalty most? Country, political party, or folks with deep pockets? Did CDC Wen Sailey get the reward for his sacrifice for the party? Now, I know how people are noted for distorting information in the country. We broadcasters are finding it difficult to sometimes touch the hearts of our audience because when we open the lines to have conversation with some of the people in the audience, they come on our live, on our programs, and deliberately distort the things that we say. But listen, this topic, I hope you listen to it carefully. You cannot say Matthias is sitting here having a conversation and he's now mourning and grieving in his heart. Julio is at the back there. He's handling the show. I see him wiping his eye. Whether something dropped in it or he's weeping because of the young man. But all of us here, nobody in this building would say anything negative about this young man. He's dead, and there's a reason why this topic is designed. Let me move to the second, phase of the discussion. Now, a former assistant minister in government, assistant minister for press and public affairs at the Ministry of Information, former minister Simon Wozie, he wrote, "What a prime hypocrisy! Exclamation mark. Strong feeling, expressing strong feeling. What a prime hypocrisy." The young man was alive, struggling with his family. He made several endless follow-up calls on promises that were made to him. He didn't get any result besides petty cash for him piloting some gurus doing visits to the diaspora. How did I know? We spoke for about an hour in New York. I took his photo in New York that many are posting now all on social media. Now he's dead. All the hardcore hypocrites have taken over social media with deceitful condolences. We need to stop these kinds of devilish acts. History will judge most of you soon. When people risk their reputation and lives, invest energy and time to get you somewhere or to advance your agenda successfully, they shouldn't struggle. They shouldn't struggle to benefit. It's a question. The truth hurts. He has said it very plain. This is a former government official. He's still an insider of the CDC. So again, I go back to the topic. I hope you get the connection. As a patriotic citizen of a country, to whom should you give your loyalty most? Country, political party, or folks with deep pockets? The CDC Wen Sailey get the reward for his sacrifice for the party. All right, at 11 o'clock, we'll open the lines. But just to connect these few points, the young man wrote, even on his dying bed, he was still saying, I am loyal to the CDC. When I die and I go to heaven, I will open a CDC chapter there in heaven. Maybe he will recruit angels in heaven to join the CDC. Imagine the depth of loyalty this guy showed for the organization. Imagine the depth of loyalty he showed. Now, quickly, as I sum up and open the lines, you can distort the conversation if you want. You can come at me if you want. But let me say this to you. Those of us young people in this country, I'm in my early 30s, Wing is 31, I'm older than him just a few years, and many of us, you see, Africa is rich. Why Africa is rich? Because it is filled with youthful population. This continent has the most energetic population than many continents around the world. That's why it is envied. Liberia's population, approximately, just from the fragrance of my imagination, we must be somewhere around 60 or 65% youthful population. That is the reason why they put us against each other. They have infiltrated, when I say they, some unscrupulous politicians, they've even infiltrated the media. They divided us. They have tempered our professionalism. They've made us in the media to say, Matthias, I am Matthias Larbeindee, and I'm from the ANC. I'm from the CDC. So therefore, folks who talk, objectively, I go for them, directly or indirectly. That's a divide. Then another division is those of you who support political parties. You don't even sit down face to face to eat together. But the very politicians you go at each other for, you attack each other for, you insult each other for, you even attack each other physically, you throw stones at public buildings, you burn down buses during electioneering periods. These people gather places, they meet and merry-make with their families. When you fall prey to an illness, you go begging for assistance. Then they put up their shoulders and not even listening to you, forgetting to know that yesterday you put your reputation on the line for them. I am not saying do not support your political organization. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm only saying be cautious of the way you do your politicking. Be cautious of the way you call on the talk show and defend some of these people. Be cautious of the kind of people that you think you are sacrificing for. Be very mindful. Wayne has written lots of important things. And if I just read some of the things that Wayne wrote before he died, you will know that he even felt. It's just that this is a guy, probably he took an oath with himself to sacrifice for the CDC and do everything. But he wrote something. I want to read two of Wayne's posts before I take the break and we open the lines when we come back. Wayne said on January 24th, on the day that the president was delivering the State of the Nation address, he said, if you know someone who uses the phrase, it is what it is, they are very dangerous. They no longer allow things that are outside their control to affect them. They have mastered the act of acceptance. So if you plan to manipulate them or threaten to live their life, guess what? They don't give. He put the letter F. You know what that stands for? They don't care. You can walk out of their life and they will open the door for you. And the best part is when someone asks them, are they okay since you left their life? They will use that magical phrase, it is what it is. Do you know what that means? Can you read deep into that? I'm not talking to the hardcore politicians. I'm talking to my peers, my fellow young people. Now, some of you don't know why some of us joined the profession. We know that it's polluted, but with time, we're all going to stamp our authorities in this media thing. And some of you are going to get a clear picture and decipher between all of the journalists and know which one, who is this guy? What is he standing for? What does he stand for? Let me read another post. He said 4 things. On the 23rd of January, Wen Sailey again wrote, 4 things you learn as you get older. He said, you can't make real friends with fake people. You sit back and observe and realize that not everything or everyone needs a reaction. Sometimes you just let go. I do that a lot. You trust your intuition. If a situation or someone doesn't feel right, you don't waste your time trying to deny it. The older you get, the less you feel the need to be included, understood, or accepted. Your confidence grows as you grow. You don't need validation from anyone. This is my takeaway. You don't need validation from anyone. That's why when you call on the show, somebody you come for me, I just relax. Because I am not seeking your approval to make me feel better that I'm doing journalism the right way. In the first place, you don't even know where it started. So folks, young people, my friends, my peers, I am urging you, moving forward, take a chill pill, get a glass of water or a bottle if you're walking, drink, relax, take a deep thinking, go into deep thinking, although it can be dangerous sometimes, but go into deep thinking right now and ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Why am I creating enemies for myself? Do I have the financial strength that when these people I'm fighting for that are putting scratch cards in my phone, that are doing this and that and taking me to restaurants, but my life is, my life still remains the same. If these people are no longer there to help me, who do I run to? What do I do? How do I face the reality of life? Am I saying Wen Sailey was abandoned by the CDC? I asked a question. Somebody provided a subtle answer. I'm not saying what Simon Woolsey wrote is totally true. He could be writing out of frustration that he's a former government, he got dismissed. He's one of few that got dismissed by the president. He could be writing out of frustration, but he's an insider. He knows more than I know. Did Wen Sailey get the reward of the sacrifice? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll open the lines to hear from you. You're listening to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Today is the 26th of January, 2021. As a young man, be careful how you do politics. I'm Matthias Larbeindee. We'll be right back after this break.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage Head Office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Hey, yo. What's up back homie LIB, man?
T-Brush, that you? Hey, put on your when you man. I'm surprised because most of you keep quiet when you go to America.
Come on, man. I told you I'll make the difference, girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash, but heard that the banks are closed today in LIB.
You sleepy? That bro come to another level. You can see the script on my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the US directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November.
Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Me. Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I got for my honey. She over there. Amos, send money to my phone fast. Send for rent about you.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in, cash out, and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial *154# to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
That's right. You're listening to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Welcome. Today is the 26th of January. A friend just called me and corrected me that I said 2021. I think I was reading some post here from Wen Sailey in 2021. So maybe that just left on my mind. Yes, but it's 2022. Let's hear from you now. Call us on the numbers 0777 107 0777 221 223 are the numbers you can call us on to participate. Let's hear you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my name is Prince calling from District 16.
Go ahead, Prince.
Yeah, thank you for the topic this morning, brother. You know, we are youthful something, and what you said, that is true. These politicians are infiltrated the youthful population of this country. Seriously. Because as a young person, even if you go, you strap some kind of way, you get your late degree, you find some kind of politician who will just put you somewhere at the end of the day, give you some kind of loyalty to him. And by the way, we should be loyal, we should pledge our loyalty to the country. It's not to our individual organization, because today the organization will go away. Sometimes it will fall apart, but the country still remain. Even if you're not live to serve the country, but you will leave some kind of mark for other people to come and follow. Look at the post you get read from Mr. City. Myself was sitting here outside, he has wrote from my heart for a young man to, even on a dying day, stay loyal to the party. If the party treated him fairly, Or why did they do something for him while you were on his sick day? That only God knows.
Only God knows. I like that part. Let's leave it right there and move on to another person. Call us in the numbers 0777 777 221 223. The numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. This is 50-50 on Sky 107.1. And yeah, let's hear you. Call us on those numbers. Better still, you can drop your comments on our social media page and we're going to read them out for you. I know some of you are seeing that a lot of people are complaining about this internet issue. We hope that this can be adjusted. But let's move on to this other person on the line. Good morning. Good morning. Let's hear you. All right. Let's but honestly, that is it. For another part of it. Okay, let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Roosevelt Faso Banks, and I phone you from Brownsville.
Go ahead, Mr. Banks.
Before I go ahead, I want to express my sympathy to the brother's family.
Mm.
You know, it saddens me this morning as a young man, and listening to what you read from our brother. It is so saddening. So in this light, as young people, we shouldn't put our hopes and aspirations in people with deep pockets, but we should put our dreams and aspirations within our nation.
Mm.
The nation that we cherish, where our neighbor streams were being buried. Because after all of these things, that when these people are gone, what next for us? Where our hopes will come from?
Mm.
So I just want to express this to us as young people. Let us be focused. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Banks. And that is it. It is even heart aching to realize that a 31-year-old man, right? 31-year-old man would die of heart failure. Heart failure? Wow. 31 years? Anyway, I need to do some research on that. But let's move on to this person on this other side of the line. Call us on the numbers 0777 107 0777 221 223. The numbers you can call us on to participate. Good morning.
Yeah, Larbeindee, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Michael E. Senior, a member of the Interlogical Alliance of Liberia. I'm phoning from Waterside.
Mr. Flomo, go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, I'm broken, man. I think yesterday I knew when in person. He was a promising young man. He had a lot of prospects. And to see yesterday that my brother dying from a man like he said, had a start 31 years old.
And Michael, just to hold you a little bit, I just logged in some information. I'm reading something here that heart failure is a major heart problem in the United States, affecting about 5.7 million Americans, about 550,000 new cases of 50,000 new cases of heart failure occurred each year. It is the leading cause of hospitalization in people older than 65. Older than 65. Wayne was 31. He died of heart failure. So it tells you the kind of pressure probably he was going through, but life anyway.
Yeah, so let me continue. You see, when you were talking about how we young people should be careful, how we support people, but that's true. For me, I'm a member of the CDC, but I'm very careful how to advocate, so I'm very careful how to speak on radio. You can remember I was pushing a case with the issue of South Joseph, 140 gara.
Yeah.
You saw how I was very professional in there.
Exactly.
I was just asking
right.
that I could say something to that, or people would come and say to it.
And you didn't come insulting him. You didn't come insulting the senator. Yet you were and you still professional with it.
And so we need to be very careful how we talk, how we carry ourselves about. Because I know, let me say this to my brother. JZP, one guy you call on the radio, we're going to call JZP. They said if you call to your CDC, you find a mental work for it's not complete for months. You got CDC. That brother, the work needs to live with them. They let us die at the age of 21. Nobody from the CDC ever for that brother. That brother got sick, he very himself. No, the brother told me that. I call him because when I hear him on the radio, he said, "My man, that's what happened to me. I'm disappointed." I reflect it. I'm disappointed. You know, the don't need money for you to interest. No, man, but at least the man's talking for you every day, calling when they hear the man one day.
Markio, you guys who are into politics, for me, I detest politics. You guys who are into politics need to now get a new awakening. It's going to help you a lot. You get a new awakening so that you can be able to know how to go about it. Anyway, thank you so much.
Let me again say sorry to the family, man. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Michael. Let's move on to another person. Call us on the numbers 0777 221 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. This is 50-50 on Sky 107. My name is Matthias Larbeindee. Today is Wednesday, 26th of January 2022, and we're looking at loyalty. First of all, let's look at patriotism. The word patriotism. How do you see that? What does it mean? All right, love for country, right? Good. Let's move on to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Anderson Victor, and I call you from Firestone, Habel.
Mr. Victor, go ahead, sir.
Okay, let me say thank you to you for the show.
You're welcome.
And you see, it's good enough that this thing, when it comes out, you people who are in the media will help us, help our brothers who are in politics. Continue to give the information out so we can be educated and know how we go about putting politicians. You know, when you read the brother's script that he wrote when he was on his dying bed, it got me very upset and disturbed. During the time of the senatorial election in Colorado County, I used to follow that brother. Most of his posts concerning the CDC candidate, concerning the party, I used to follow his posts. So to see that kind of a person making those kind of revelations, writing concerning his misfortune, I think it's so unfortunate. And another brother that always call on one of the station radio, that is Truth FM, who was also shot in his head during the season that occurred 2011 at the CDC party headquarters. Up to now, that fellow cannot be catered to. Nobody want to go to the aid of that brother. So I think this thing is meant for to learn lesson so that we can know how we go about pushing politicians or pushing individuals who are mounting for state power. Let me thank you for the program.
Thank you, Mr. Victor. Let's move on to another person. Good morning. Good morning. All right, you get back on the line. That person left the line. Call us back on the numbers 0777 107 0777 221 223 are the numbers you can call us on to participate on the program this morning. Patriotism is defined by Stephen Nathan Singh in 1993. He defined this, in 4 critical ways. He said 4 criteria, according to him. He said, number 1. Okay, let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning, my guy.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
This is Jackson Bimba, and I'm phoning from the South now.
Jackson, go ahead.
It's really hard question. And understand now, but it to the family is wealth. And I think this topic is so important. Personally, it's a lesson learned for me. But for politicians, I will not need something which I will not do. But I let to be their own conscience. And when they are successful, they no longer want to come back.
Right.
So I'd rather meet patriotic to the nation or in power. I will support you for what you believe in, what I believe in. And once you begin to talk about the job and support, but I'd rather be in my country. But they are very distinct. And going forward, I think it's a lesson that change and I need to learn to that.
Okay.
Because I instruct you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pengba. Let's move on to another person. All right, call us on those numbers: 07777 07777 So patriotism. Most times you hear people say patriots, and so they organize. They come up with organizations. They call themselves patriots, and different names, but with the word patriotism. So patriotism is defined by Stephen Nathanson. In 1993, Stephen Nathanson defined patriotism in four ways, in four criteria, he called it. One, special affection for the country. Two, personal identification with the country. Three, special concern for the well-being of the country. D, willingness and sacrifice to promote the country's good. There's nothing here about individual or organization, but country. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
My name is Professor Kina going over the Bush Island.
Success, go ahead.
I want to say thank you this morning for the topic. I thought I'd break down this morning. I'm a young Liberian at the age of 32 years. I voted in support of the government from 2005 up to present. And today, we have been led by the wayside. And I decided not to pledge my support to any political party in this country. It's Liberia. And Liberia remains the biggest political party. Because we're in a really strong, but I went through a lot of things as a young man. I was living with my sister. She put me outside because of CDC business. So you're one for them, the president. They make game power. You got less for the thing. Too much, I cannot be in the water. I'm tested. I can't fish in the water. So they put the money in our community. They put up for the government. Yeah, last year the thing. But I don't have nothing to say this morning. So God bless you for the topic. And may that brother so rest in peace. I pray for your family and let all people with his family. And to all my friends in Liberia, let us pledge our party, our support to the country called Liberia. Because Liberia is the biggest political party. Thank you this morning.
Thanks for your contribution as well, brother. And I just hope that this message, this program this morning, I didn't, organize it. The topic was not designed. By the way, it was designed by me. My boss gave me the go ahead to run it. I designed this topic not for a particular political organization, but for all of you, regardless of where you come from, which political party you support. You have to just take your time how you go about this politics. I have my history before entering the media. I at the time probably I never had an idea where exactly I was heading. I started some community engagement. Folks who know me from Joe community, someone in my village, they know me. But in less than no time, I just woke up from that slumber. I'm not saying it's a slumber for you to support political party, but for me, I saw it like a slumber. I just woke up from that sleep, opened my eyes and said, no, this thing is not me. Can never be. I'm not going to tell you who that person I supported, but I say this is not me. I just want to be somewhere that I can speak freely to both sides without somebody thinking that I'm for the other. Let's hear from this other person. Good morning. Good morning. Shortly, we're going to be taking our third break. When we come back now, we hear from Princess to give us comments from our social media users. Good morning. So yes, as you go on to do your politicking, and so now on the 24th of June 2021, Wen Sailey posted, God wings, thanks for all your prayers and thoughts. He launched a GoFundMe cash app. Here's a cash app number: +12159210934. He was basically soliciting funds. June 2021. At the time the senatorial election had been conducted. June 2021, after this guy did everything he could. 2021 June, Win was lying, on his hospital bed, and he was looking for money. This is a cash app. I'm going through his page right now. I'm reading a lot of things from there. I think there's something here. Let's hear from this person. We have somebody on the line. Good morning. Good morning. All right. That person left the line. June 23rd, the 23rd of June, by the way. Sorry about that. He said, whenever death may surprise us, let it be welcome. If our battle cry has reached even one receptive ear and another hand reaches out to take up our arms, I will wear my CDC beret through this whole operation. For me, it's a sign of a revolutionary fight spirit. Before they roll me to the operating room, before I get, let's
Hello?
hear, good morning.
Yeah, Larbeindee, my name is Joe Ellison Roberts. I called to weigh in on the issue relative to the death of Wen Sailey.
Go ahead, sir.
You see, look, I feel so hurt about Wen Sailey's death. It hurts me so much. You see a man who suffers for the party and helped to make the party what it is, and in the end the party abandoned him. It's so bad, you understand? Look, politics is interest. If you might get a politician in a position today, they have vested interest. That's why they support a particular political party. And after that party won the election, they gave them position. So you want people to support political party who are interest? Then why the politician refuse the position again for the party they supported? So politics is interest. So when the man supports you, you have to satisfy his interest. Look, the thing happened to me too. I was a diehard supporter of the CDC. We were top soldiers in the field and we make CDC to win this going 2017 election. Today in our rural community, we have been provoked by our community people. You understand? That's why I parted away with the CDC. And I will ensure that the CDC is defeated 2023. I mean it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Let's hear from this brother here. DJ Lomé, good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning, Matthias.
Good morning.
Say good morning to the Star FM family.
Go ahead.
You know, let me see my condolence go to the family of Christmas. You know, Christmas have been, or even on the dying bed, you had a CDC emperor on your head when you first went to the hospital. And I just shared the post that he did within 3 days, the death of those on the crusade from the time here. And what he said, I just shared that post. I've been putting it on my page and share it to social media. But the ruling party now they well for this weather. You know, sometimes when we see this thing, they post it that politics, not everything that politics. When someone can vouch for you, they get up there for you to show the goodness of your party, of your leadership. In times of trouble, you need to give helping hand. Even though you are in America, it's a UN very yes, but there's a time that it's already he needed something, he needed comfort. Sometimes it's not everything that money, but when you show concern to someone when he's in the hospital, sometimes that concern alone when he's around.
But on that note, I would like to hold you there. He said they reached out. They reached out to him. The president reached out to him personally. Nathaniel McGill reached out to him personally, and they wished him. But in their wishing him well, you know, the young man was also soliciting funds on social media and putting a cash app number on social media. That is the ironic part of it. If president will reach out to Sailey, Minister McGill will reach out to Sailey, but the funds couldn't come. I don't know.
Yeah, the financial support. So these are some of the things too, because you know America is not like bro, they are costing everything they do and that the money they're using there. So when they charge you $1,000, they mean $1,000 American dollar. So I hope and pray that he puts on rest in the puts on Abraham.
Okay.
And the God continue to console the family. Thank you very much.
Thanks for your contribution. We're going to take our break shortly, but I was just reading, you know, this post that he did in June while he was about to be, according to him, rolled in the operation room, and it's very interesting. Here is it. Whenever death may surprise us, let's hear from that person on the line. All right, let's talk to that one person on the line. I'll just end this post and take our terror break. When we come back, we'll hear from you now, Princess, to give us comments from our social media users. Good morning. Good morning. All right, that person slipped the line. But let me just go on with this, you know, post from Mr. Sailey again. The late Sailey, 23rd June 2021. He said, whenever death may surprise us, let it be welcome. If our battle cry has reached Even one receptive ear and another hand reaches out to take up our arms. I will wear my CDC beret through this whole operation. For me, it's a sign of a revolutionary fighting spirit. Before they roll me to the operating room, before I get on that table, before they put me to sleep, let it be known that God is with me every step along the way. Lots of people, lots of good people are with me in prayers. Good people, underscore. Lots of good people, regardless of the party they're from. All right? The forces of good are more than the forces of evil. I will enter the operation room as a child of God and a revolutionary. I will return after 3 hours by God's grace as a child of God and a revolutionary. I will be tired and sleepy. I will need rest. I will reply your messages by tomorrow evening because for sure I will be back rolling out of my room now. Let's squeeze in this last person on the line and take our last break on the program. You're listening to 50/50 on Sky 107.1. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Matthias Larbeindee.
Good morning, sir. Please walk away from the monitor and make your point.
Okay. My name is Abdullah Belete, and I call you from a Clay Street resident.
Go ahead.
Matthias, I'm deeply touched by the parting statement of the late brother. I never knew him, but actually he showed absolute and almost support for his party. I encourage his family to take solace. He never even talked about God mercy upon him, but he rather chose to talk about his loyalty to his party. Let me say again, sorry to the bereaved family. Thank you.
Thanks for your contribution as well on the program. So that post I read, about his farewell message to the world on the 22nd of June, because the 23rd he went for the operation. The 22nd of June, 2021 is when he wrote this particular, heart-burning post. He said, heart attack has no color or nationality or political party. It can happen to anyone at any time. I'm reading directly now from his page, not a copy and paste one. That's why key opposition figures like Henry P. Costa, DJ LRB, DJ Blue, LRB Emerick Benson, Nicole Jr., Gonganyo, Ben Sanvi, and many others reached out to send me their best wishes and prayers one way or the other. Even Queen Johnson, who slapped me, sent me her prayers. I guess it takes lots of maturity to pray for your political opponents. It doesn't require much maturity. Being a politician doesn't mean you are, you are at wars with each other. You see the mentality? Oh, wow. All right. So I want to get back to it quickly. But anyway, we're taking our last break. When we come back, we hear from Princess to give us comments from our social media users. That is just a lesson to all of you, young people, to all of us, by the way. Let's be mindful how we do things. Even the radio, those of us who are journalists, will get behind the mic, we talk the issues and forget the individuals. We don't know. I usually say to friends that I'm not scared, but I'm just careful. Because when you leave the mic, you don't move around in the street with the microphone, at your mouth. You don't move around in the street with you being covered by the studio. Currently, I'm sitting here. I have a lot of friends all around there and in the building, everybody looking. I feel safe. When you get out there, you're vulnerable. So be careful how you use the mic. Be careful how you do your politicking. We're taking our turn break. When we come back, we'll hear from our social media users. You're listening to 50/50.
Hey guys, I got good news for y'all. Who wants y'all to watch everything conversation? Me. Okay. Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I talked to my auntie. She over there. Amos, send money to my phone fast. Send correct about you.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in, cash out, and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial star 154 hash to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Viva! I'm not interested in the device or cash if you win, yeah!
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Hey yo, what's up back homie LIV man?
T-Brush, that you? Hey, go to your when you man. I'm surprised because most of you keep quiet when you go to America.
Come on man, I told you I'll make the difference girl. By the way, I need to send you some cash but heard that the banks are closed today in LIV.
You sleeping? That bro going to another level. You can send your script to my phone.
Receive money from your family and friends in the US directly into your Orange Money wallet. Yes, you heard me right. Tell your loved ones to download the BNB or Small World money transfer apps or visit their websites to begin transferring. Visit www.orange.com.lr for more information. Free for sender until 30th November.
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
Watch everything conversation.
Me.
Bobo, you take her money to pay for the things I got for my honey. She over there. Amos, send money to my phone fast. Send for rent about you.
Great news for all football lovers. Use Orange Money to cash in or cash out and stand a chance to win cash, devices, or a ticket to the AFCON final. Yes, you heard me right. All this plus many other prizes. Dial star 154 hash to begin transacting. First prize, all expense paid trip to watch the AFCON finals, plus promotional materials. Second prize, luxury 4G smartphone, plus promotional materials. Third prize, $100 cash, plus promotional materials.
Viva! I'm not interested in the device or cash if you win, yeah!
Brings you closer to what matters.
Orange.
After being in the business for more than 20 years, Uptown Garage has all it takes to make your car work best for you. Uptown Garage has brought in all sizes of new quality tires. We also have the efficient and long-lasting Uptown batteries. Uptown Garage has also brought in a state-of-the-art 2022 upgraded diagnostic machine that can easily detect any problem with your car. Don't worry, we can fix it for you. Is your car having any electrical problem? Well, Uptown Garage has a professional electrician from Ghana who is up to the task of programming and solving all of your car electrical problems. Uptown Garage is at the intersection of Broad and Nelson Streets with the Uptown Spare Parts Store on Broad Street side. We have our garage and new showroom at Rehab at the junction of President Weah's residence. For original spark plugs from Japan, oil filters, engine oil, and everything you need to get your car working perfectly, come to Uptown Garage. We give 1 month warranty. We also provide a tow truck free of charge if we are the ones to work on your car. But we can also tow your car anywhere for a fee. Contact Uptown Garage Head Office on 0777 553317 or 0886 553317 or our rehab branch on 0770 902865. Uptown Garage, your 100% Liberian owned, is here to put a smile on your face.
Welcome back to 50/50 on Sky 107.1, and we now join Princess on the other side of the studio to bring us comments from our social media users. Princess?
All right, so I begin with Asik Brent, who writes, Good morning. I'm following you from my corner in Johnsonville Sports Center community. I believe he did because if not, he couldn't have continued wearing his CDC cap. God is the judge of everything. Joseph Nimna writes, Hi 50-50. Political parties come and go, but Liberia remains. So, in my view, Liberia deserves all the best loyalty. Viewing from my Jairus Market, Barnesville Inn. Martin Wemmer Brown writes, Matthias, young people should start learning their lessons. Young people go after individuals with deep pockets instead of loyalty to the country. That's why we have defense forces all over the place just because of the crumbs that they received. We got a long way to go. Can you imagine grew up men changing their names to a politician name and calling themselves speaking? Top Skinner writes, you just said it and hope these young people can learn. They can just be all over abusing older people with no regards. Sela Efana writes, frustration, disappointment, pains, grief will lead to a heart attack. My deepest sympathy to his family. Sidiki M. Kieta writes, when Silly Dev will educate lots of young people, see the powerful letter he wrote before his departure. His departure, this should serve as advice to every one of us. May his soul rest in peace. And this final one, Ellison Ross. Good morning, 50-50 family. My condolences to the bereaved family and pray that the soul of Mr. Wen Sailey rest in perfect peace. I love my party, Unity Party, but my loyalty is to Liberia. Young people, we should stop worshiping and both licking politicians and powerful people. It's not wrong to be part of a political party, but if said party fails to deliver us, we should change that party. That's all for now, Matthias.
Thank you, Princess. And that's it for today's edition of the program 50-50 on Sky 107.1. Before we leave, let's bring you this editorial from the Inquirer newspaper. It says, urging the police to act expeditiously. On Wednesday, January 20, some 29 Liberians lost their lives in a stampede during the World of Life Outreach Ministries International Outdoor Service held on the campus of the D12 Memorial High School in the borough of New Crow Town. According to the police and the Redemption Hospital Management reports, about 18 adults were feared dead, which included 16 females and 2 males, as well as 11 children, while 15 persons were injured. It is without doubt that there should be an ongoing investigation into what caused the incident, as there are different versions of report, and the police has already confirmed the arrest of 6 persons, while dozen others considered as persons of interest are helping the investigation with more information relating to the incident. Lest we forget, it is within less than 2 months, this being the second time that people have died or got killed during a public worship service held by charismatic churches or their preachers of the words of God on the Liberian soil. It occurred with an Ivorian preacher, Mohammed Songo, visited the country, and at a 3-day crusade held in Kakata, Magibe County, 2 children were crushed to death during what was believed to have been a stampede. While we join all Liberians in condemning the ugly act of hooliganism perpetrated on the peaceful worshippers, we are indeed deeply in empathy with the bereaved families. While we eagerly await the outcome of the police probe, it is without saying that policies must be drafted to sustain said mechanisms, because in Liberia, apparently, what is termed the full weight of the law is never determined. That's a very powerful editorial topic today. You follow it closely, and I just want to leave you with the real meaning of patriotism. Every time we hear people say, I'm a patriotic Liberian, but yet their energies, their expressions, their utterances are mostly, in support of political parties and individuals than even the country Liberia. Patriotism is defined as, a special affection for the country, personal identification with the country, special concern for the well-being of the country, and willingness to sacrifice to promote the country's good. There's nothing about support and loyalty to individual here. As a young person, as you are politicking, as you are a broadcaster, a newspaperman writing, do your professional engagement professionally. Leave people out of it. Do not attack individuals. Be the best you can be. Do not mimic people. Just be you. The rest will follow. My name is Matthias Larbeindee.